I wanted a granola recipe that was low in sugar, easy to make, and had tons of good stuff in it. So I found a recipe online, of course, Pinterest, and I adapted it to what I liked. So this is how I make it. And the original recipe is linked below. 2 cups of oats, a half a cup of almonds, and I cut them all up, 3/4 of a cup of sunflower seeds, and these are unsalted, 3 tablespoons of milled flaxseed or ground flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of crushed chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of shelled hemp seeds, a half a cup of toasted coconut, and I chop it all up, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a half a cup of raw honey, and I'm going to use a little bit more of this in a minute, and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Mix that all up. Sometimes I actually get my hands in here and mix it because it's kind of hard to get it all in there. It's going to look very dry, but trust me, it will come out great when you cook it. Put it on a parchment-lined cookie sheet and spread it out to be a nice thin layer. Since the filming of this, I now add a little drizzle of honey all over the top of it once it's completely flat on the cookie sheet. Put it in the oven until you start seeing it turn a little bit brown. You're going to have to watch it. It can get brown really fast. Then you're going to take a spoon or a spatula and just kind of stir it up so that everything is mixed up again, and then flatten it out again on the cookie sheet. The edges of this tend to get more brown than the center, at least it does in my oven, so make sure you get the edges mixed into the middle. Put it back in the oven until it gets to another darker shade of brown. She's done. Let it cool completely on the cookie sheet. Once it's cooled, use the parchment paper to make kind of a funnel, and that will help you get the granola into your jar or container. I use a mason jar. And I will admit, sometimes it's kind of hard to get it into the jar without spilling it everywhere. But if you do it on the cookie sheet itself, it will eliminate a lot of the mess. I do store this in the refrigerator. It doesn't say you have to, but because there's no preservatives, I just kind of feel like it will last longer and taste better if I do that. So I choose to do it that way, and I obviously put it in a mason jar. This would be a really good gift to give to somebody. Put it in a big mason jar for the whole thing, or maybe in smaller ones with a ribbon around it. I think that would be really cute. Another recipe that my family loves is a lemon chicken recipe. And of course I made a video about that. So I'm gonna put that recipe right here. I'll see you in that one or another one. God bless.